Hey everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads, and today we're going to talk about how to market a PDF guide. Today's guide is going to be home seller negotiation secrets. Going to go after listing leads, and we're going to try to get 2 listing appointments in the next 72 hours, in addition to generating some really good leads as well. So if you haven't seen, we've got over 80 PDF guides in your Listings to Leads account, split between guides for homeowners, guides for home buyers, and every one of the guides has an entire marketing module associated with it. So we're going to use it to engage our database. You can see here one of our clients, John Briley, a while back sent a guide to 300 of his coldest leads and got a 10% response rate. So we can't guarantee that obviously for everyone every time you send a PDF guide, but they are fantastic content pieces to share with your database, share with your social media audiences, share with your farm. And there's a few other great ideas that we can do with this as well to try, again, engage cold homeowner leads in our areas, but also re-engage past leads and contacts that we've generated and that we've got in our database. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and get to listingstoleads.com. Go ahead and log into your account because we're going to walk through this together. You'll be able to pause this video as needed, complete the activity, and there'll be a few things that you'll do afterwards that you will be up to speed on and be able to accomplish that pretty quickly. So again, we're going to generate new seller leads. We're going to engage past seller leads, and we're going to essentially reactivate all those inactive homeowners in our database that we are not currently engaged with. Now, keep in mind, this is part of our daily coaching / training that we do. And for the week here, the first week of June, 2024, we talked about doing a just listed listing yesterday, and that really could be coming soon, just listed, active, or open house, yours or borrowed. That is the key of real estate marketing to generate both buyer and seller leads. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to be talking about marketing a just sold. You can also do a pending listing, again, yours or borrowed. So if you don't have a new pending or sold listing this week, you are still going to do this because that really is one of the best ways to generate seller leads at a great cost per lead and at a great quality. Thursday this week, we're going to be promoting the 100-point home marketing plan. That's the listing presentation tab in your Listings to Leads account on the listings dashboard. And again, that has the whole marketing module with it. So we're going to be doing that on Thursday, and then Friday talking about new construction, going after some really great buyer leads there. So for today, let's walk through again how to market the PDF guide for homeowners entitled Home Seller Negotiation Secrets. So with that, let's go to listingstoleads.com. Go ahead, log into your account. If you're not a client of Listings to Leads, you can start a free trial and do everything that we're going to talk about today in this video. So when you log into the account, you're going to land on the dashboard. And real quickly, let me just show you the new training calendar that we have. And this is that screenshot that we were just looking at in the introduction. And today, Tuesday, June 4th, PDF guides for seller. I can click on that. And here you're going to see a detailed write-up with a recorded webinar that you can access. That is a great write-up. Whereas if we were sitting next to each other, what I would tell you to make sure that you accomplish this at the highest level. We have the checklist right here. I always recommend download the checklist. In particular with the PDF guides, you don't have to do everything in the checklist. And I'm going to talk about that today, but I do want you to complete quite a bit of this. And again, we're going to walk through that today as well. So let me go ahead and close this out. I will go to the tab PDF guides. And again, you can see all 80 plus PDF guides right here on this page. And just to make it easy, I'm going to type in home seller NEG, and that'll bring up that guide specifically so that I don't have to look at other guides. And you can see here, when I click on the green market button, these are all the activities that we're going to try to accomplish today. And again, we're not going to necessarily do all of them, and I will walk you through what I mean by that as we go through it. But first, I always recommend download the guide. Keep in mind, we do have English and Spanish, and all the tools for this are also in English and Spanish. So if you've got a large Spanish-speaking audience in your area, this would be a fantastic tool to use. You could do both the English and Spanish. So with that said, I'm going to click Download English Guide, and I've already got that up, and here we go. Always recommend read through the guide before you start marketing it. So that way, as you're generating leads, as you're following up and engaging with them, you'll know what's in the guide and you can speak to it and you can essentially expand on it to show the value that you add as a real estate agent. And in this case, as a listing agent that can get their home sold for top dollar. All right. So go through the guide, read through that, make sure you're familiar with it, and then come back here and let's just knock this out. So hopefully you're following along. If you follow along our training every day, if you save a half hour a day, follow our training, spend another half hour doing it. If you didn't get it done with me in the video, you will start finding out how easy this is to do. So don't get overwhelmed, but you can always ask for support, get into the mastermind group, ask for help, but don't let being unsure stop you from getting this done. Every day we're going to be doing this together. Every day you're going to get a lot better at doing it. Every day, not always as a straight line, but your results are going to get better and you're going to get more business if you do this every single day with us. So with that said, short form video script. And as always, I'm going to click send. I'm going to send that to my phone. And then I'm going to go to my phone. I'm going to open up that email. And in the email, you're going to see, it's just looks just like it does right there. And you can see the 2 green buttons and the blue button in particular. And the idea is that you can put this into the teleprompter app. And if you don't have a teleprompter app, click one of the green buttons as appropriate, Apple or Google. And if you don't know how to use it, click the blue button either on your computer or on the phone and push play. And it's going to drop you right into the video where I show you how to put the script in the app, how to record the video with the app, and how to start publishing that out to social media. This is one of the best ways to get people to know, like, and trust you for free. So if you don't have a ton of money to spend on Facebook ads, on Google ads, and all that kind of great stuff, and sending out multiple things to your farm via direct mail, doing the short form video, and you don't have to be in the video. It's great if you are, but you don't have to be in the video. So I could go out to maybe a listing that I'm marketing this week. Maybe it's the pending or sold listing that I'm marketing this week, and record the video out in my farm area or out in my local area. And again, I could just record in the area and or I could be in the video itself, but get the video done. Literally, this is, and I'm talking to more and more people all the time, and they're telling us that all those scripts that you've got with Listings to Leads are helping them grow their social media audiences for free faster than anything they've ever done before. So you're never going to be awesome at it in the beginning. You're never going to be even that good at it in the beginning. That is totally fine because not a lot of people will see it if you're new to this kind of a thing. So as you start doing more, as you get better, your audience will grow. And so no matter where you're at in that journey, you need to start doing this. And with Listings to Leads, you get video scripts every single day so that you don't lose that momentum and audience growth on social media. So make sure you are doing the short form video script. Next up is Facebook and Instagram ad. Now, this is one of those things. We've got an ad that we do on Monday for the listing that we're going to market for the week. That's active. And I always recommend running an ad for a listing every single week, yours or borrowed, because that's really the cheapest and easiest way to get people in your database for following up with them. You're going to get buyer leads that way. You're going to get seller leads that way. The second ad I would try to make sure I get done this week would be the ad for the pending or sold listing. Again, mine are borrowed that I'm going to market this week because that is the way to generate the best quality seller leads at a great price. So the pending and sold listings. Thursday this week, we're going to be marketing the 100-point home marketing plan. And that is so powerful. And if you've got enough budget, so we think about $35 for the just listed listing or the listing that's for sale, $50 for the pending and sold ad that we're going to do. So that's $85. If you've got more than that to spend on Facebook and Instagram ads, I would spend $50 on the 100-point home marketing plan. And then if I've got budget after that, I'd probably do either the new construction that we're going to talk about Friday, or I would do the ad for the PDF guide. The seller leads for PDF guide typically come in between $10 and $25 a lead. So it's going to be higher than the pending and sold. And it will probably be somewhere around the 100-point home marketing plan as far as cost per lead. So hopefully that helps. Any questions, get into the mastermind group and ask. But if you're going to do the ad, leave it as lead ads, click create ad. And as always, it's going to drop you on the work area. If it was a listing, it would autofill location, but because it's not, it's going to you just put in the location. We got that lifetime budget of $50. It's all editable, right? Start and end date. You can change the start and end date to, for example, 3 days or 4 days. But the thing is here, you got to keep a minimum of $5 per day. That's what Facebook requires. But all of the budget goes to the ad. So we're not taking anything away like some vendors do. Nuts how they do that. So drop the location, confirm all of this. I can change the text. I can change the image here. I could even add a video. If you've got custom audiences, you could target those. So for example, I got a custom audience from My Plus Leads. I got a custom audience of my database. And if you're going to use a custom audience, then take out location. So you just don't do both. Either do location or do custom audiences, one or the other, and then hit publish. So there's a lot of advanced options that you can do. Really recommend if you're newer to this or you're a Facebook expert, let the algorithm, let the Facebook AI do its job and get that ad in front of the people that they are pretty sure would be the most appropriate for that ad. With that said, next up is Google Ad. As always, this is a $30 add-on with Listings to Leads to access our Google Ad platform. You're going to need about $1,500 a month minimum to do Google Ads. So master all the other ways of generating and engaging leads with our program before you go into Google. But again, if you got more than enough budget and you can afford to spend $1,500 to $2,000 a month on top of all the other things, then Google is absolutely fantastic. So for Google, again, all you got to do is, we probably got the easiest platform for Google in the industry, and you have all the options that you need. So I got location. I'm using the link for the landing page. I can view the link, daily budget, right? $50 daily. This is not $50 a week like we can do on Facebook. This is $50 a day. Start and end date right there, all editable. And again, if you're into doing Google Ads, check out the advanced options. I think you'll absolutely love it, and just hit publish. So again, one of the easiest ways to do a Google ad in the industry. Here's what the ad looks like. That's going to get sent to Google for review. That should be live on Google a little bit later. And we'll start being able to generate some great quality leads from Google. Social media posts, this is absolutely free. Want to make sure that we do this. From here, I can edit the text, change the image again, and just either click post now, or I can reschedule. I've already got this set up. Looks like it's already scheduled to post, or that was the last time it posted. And you can always see here what the post will look like, but right there is what it's going to look like. And I can see, and it's also, make sure you set up your Google My Business. I've talked to a few people that are telling us that these postings going onto their Google pages are really dramatically increasing their page visibility, their page visitor count, right? Their page engagement from the social media posting tools that we've got with Listings to Leads. So make sure you got that set up. When people click the post, they're going to go to the landing page for the PDF guide, where they can enter their information, download the guide, and you get the lead. So social media posts, absolutely free. You want to make sure that you do that. Now, the next few tools, this is where you're going to start making money. eFly for your database. So we got an eFly that we're going to send to our database. And then we've got a script that we're going to call. If we could call anywhere from 5 to 20 leads that are in our database, pick the top 20 to 30 leads that you got in your database. Now, keep in mind, we've got a database call script and eFlyer for the pending sold listing, which you're going to want to make sure that you do. We've got the eFlyer and the call script for the 100-point home marketing plan on Thursday that you're going to want to make sure that you do as well. You don't need to try to call everyone in your database, because literally every day of the month, there are scripts, not every single day, but more about 20 days for the month. We got different, like 20 scripts to call through your database, the homeowners in particular, with scripts and listings to leads. The idea is that you do a little bit a day so that you're not going to try to spend 3 days in a row doing all of this. So here's the idea. We're going to take the e-flyer and we're going to copy this code, and then we're going to send it out to all the homeowner leads, all the seller leads in our database. Now, we can also send it through listings to leads. So let me show you that first. If I click on send, that's going to open up a email blast that we can get ready to send. So once the page loads, here's the e-flyer. Again, completely editable. I can pick a list. I can send it to everybody in my system, in my listings to leads account, or I could send it to a specific list, or for example, all my seller leads. I got the subject line right there. Always send yourself a test email, make sure everything looks good, and then either click send right here or click schedule and schedule that for getting sent. Once that is sent, maybe like immediately thereafter, but maybe give it a half hour or an hour. And then when we get back into the market button, right, for the PDF guide, I'll talk to you about that script that now we can do a did you get call into our database and start talking to more people. And I'll talk a little bit more about that there as well. Now, if we want to send this out via our CRM, you may have KV Core, Wise Agent, Lofty, right? Sierra Interactive, whatever it is that you've got. Let's click this green button here called copy code. So click copy code, go to your CRM. It literally takes 3 or 4 clicks, and under a minute, we can have this done. So in LionDesk, what you do, contacts, and you can always ask your CRM support, how do I send out a HTML email to my seller leads or to all my leads? So I click contacts, this comes up, bulk actions, email, that's 8,099 contacts are going to get a great email. The email by itself should get some replies, should get some clicks, but when we lay this with a script, you're going to get even more benefit. So you can see all the people are going to get the email. And what we want to do is we want to find this button called source. You'll see it's either at the very top left or bottom right. In LionDesk, it's in the top left. And just paste. So we copied the code. We clicked that green copy code button in listings to leads. Came right here and just pasted it. I don't know what that means. All I know is when I close that box, I've got the email, my amazing listings to leads lead gen email signature, and then get a subject line, home seller, awesome guide right there, great headline. And again, I would send myself a test email out of my CRM as well, make sure everything looks good, make sure all the links work, and then get that to your database. Send that email to your database. Because next, right, give it 30 minutes, maybe give it 60 minutes, but now we got the database call script. When you click on that, you're going to see here, right, the script that we've got, and you can see, hey, Frank, Scott Pierce here at L2L Realty, and I just sent out my new guide. I just sent an email for a new guide I've got, Home Seller Negotiation Secrets. I sent it via email about a half hour ago, and I just wanted to make sure that you got that. With the way the market is in transition right now, you know, this kind of information can be even more valuable than ever with the way buyers and sellers are working in this market. So that's the first part. And then the second part here, if they are a seller lead, you've got 2 versions that you can do. So take a look at both versions. And the idea is that we want to let them know that in this market, and you got some information that we're giving you. And oh, by the way, I'm putting some home valuation reports together for my clients that are going to be a little bit more detailed than the ones that you can get at an online tool. And confirm the email address that you have for them. Would that be a great email to send that to? Right. And let that open up a conversation. Now, they may just say no. You may get voicemail. They may hang up in the very beginning and not even let you get to this part. That is fine, because the goal is every single month, we're going to start calling the top 400 leads that we've got in our database, the top 200 seller leads, the top 200 buyer leads, because there's no point generating leads if we're not going to follow up with them. So you got your CRM, and I'm sure your CRM may be doing a great job at following up, but making phone calls is still one of the most important things that you can do to get people to know and trust and start engaging with you. And so the idea is that we're not going to try to build Rome in one phone call. We're not going to try to go from 0 to 100 in one phone call. What we're going to try to do is show our leads that we are consistent, that we are professionals, that we are engaged at their level on their time. So we're going to stay in contact, but we're not going to force the issue or get mad or blame them if they don't want to talk to us every single time we touch base, because we are playing both the short game, because people that got to move or do something will engage with you in the short term. We got to find those, and we got to make sure that we have those conversations, but it's also the medium and long term, so that when they're ready to go in 9 months, that these little 30-second phone calls that we made right over those previous 8 months that took us 20 minutes in total to make 8 phone calls, now on month 9, they're ready to do something. And so they are going to be talking to us because we're staying in contact with them. So have that thought process in your mind as we do these database call scripts. Now, we've also got print flyers. And to be honest, I love these print flyers. And I say to be honest because it's one of those things that you may think is like very random, a throwaway thing, but there's a really awesome use case for them. And that is get a clear plastic flyer box. And I've talked to agents that have done this, and it is so awesome. When you're at an open house, so, or really any live event, but an open house would be the most obvious, have that in the clear plastic flyer box like you saw there. And as people come through, if they own a home, invite them to scan the QR code, right? The landing pages are going to come up on their phone, fill it out, get the guide, and you just generated and engaged a great lead. All right. So there's nothing worse than having people come through an open house. They're a homeowner and you got nothing for them. The only thing you may have for them is, hey, can I sign you in or do something like that, right? Have something of value. And so take this print flyer. We got a couple of different layouts of it right here that you can use. So that's a really cool, kind of a undercover ninja almost a thing there. So there you go. Print flyers can be very powerful. Next up here, postcards and door hangers. Now, the requirement really for a farm and engaging a farm properly is to send out something once a month. You've got a lot of tools in listings to leads. We got the 100-point home marketing plan, postcard, door hanger letter. You've got the nearby homeowner letters for listings. So I am not saying to send this out to 100 or 200 or 300 homes in your farm area, but if you need another piece, if you need another direct marketing piece to engage homeowners at a high level in your farm area, this would be one that you might want to consider. So we got door hangers, we got postcards, so door hangers, postcards, and they're all awesome because they're all going to direct people to the landing page. You can see there's the front. Let me just download it real quickly here, and I'll download the back as well. So here is the front of that postcard. And if you want to pause this video right now, you can scan that QR code and see how that works. And let's go to the back of the postcard. So here's the back of that same postcard. They can go to the URL, they can send a text code, engage with our automated system to create and engage more homeowners into seller leads. So definitely check that out. But again, you only want to go after, right, use direct mail once a month for your farm. And again, I would probably start off with the nearby homeowner letters around a listing. So if I have a listing and it's in my farm area, or I'm going to do the just listed nearby homeowner letter, I might do the pending door hanger, I might do the just sold letter. Those are the best tools to start engaging your audience or your farm. And you can start getting ROI from that within a couple of weeks. I got people, they are generating great seller leads within 7 to 14 days, but they're also finding people hold on to those letters, the nearby homeowner letters, for a few months at a time. But once, of course, that listing is sold and you don't have any more letters to go out to those same people, We don't want those people to just stop getting nothing from us. If they were good enough to send 3 pieces of direct mail to and possibly call them up with the script that we've got for that as well, you might want to consider keeping that direct mail campaign going. And so we've got a lot of other amazing postcards, door hangers, and letters to engage homeowners. And every one of the PDF guides, including the 40 plus for sellers, have, just like this one, a postcard and door hanger. So the idea here is to consider this. If you are engaging in a farm, you don't have a piece going out for this month, consider using that postcard and door hanger to your farm, and then go back to the database script and leverage the script with your farm as well. So if you've got a list of all the homeowners from a program like My Plus Leads or RedX, and you skip trace them against the DNC, which homeowners that you can mail, which is all of them, but then, right, not all of them can you call because some of them are going to be on the DNC. So if I got that phone list and I know everybody that I can call from my farm area, use the script, right? Call your farm, use the script, and they're not going to be buyer leads, but they're going to be seller leads, and start engaging more of these homeowners. Let them know I sent you a postcard with a free guide, Home Seller Negotiation Secrets. In this transitioning market, I want to make sure that you got that so that you are the best prepared homeowner in your area so that you can get the most for your home if and when you're ready to sell it. So I want to make sure you got that. And oh, by the way, I'm putting together some home value reports for my clients this week, right? And go down there. If you add them, if you click down there, your free home values landing page will come up. Put their address in, click here, put their name and email. You can do it right where you're talking to them on the telephone. They will get their home value estimate right then. And then they will also get it every single month going forward. You're going to be CC'd on this email. And then what you might want to do to add more value, right, per the phone call that you're doing, per that script, is prepare a more detailed CMA from your MLS or whatever program that you use for that. But use either the e-flyer for your database, you could use the postcard, letter, or door hanger, and get this in front of these people, and then use a script to follow up and get that further engagement going and start getting some follow-ups so that you're adding value to both the homeowners in your database and the homeowners in your farm. So if there's any questions that you've got about that, get into the mastermind group and let us know what questions you've got, because this module for marketing a PDF guide for homeowners, right, to generate listing leads can be such a powerful tool in your arsenal to really grow your business in 2024. So if you have any questions, let us know, and we'll talk to you soon.